All right, folks. Good evening. Good evening. Jay Hunter Lee is here. This is our Monday Motivational Power Talk. Okay, my phone have some. I need to silence my phone, so you guys give me 1 second. Gotta silence the phone, folks. All right, we good. All right, let's get this thing on the roll, folks. Hope everybody's doing great. Jay Lee here. This is our Monday Motivational Power Talk. We do it every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give you guys a little inspiration, motivation, and some information that you would need to help you get your business to the next level, your personal life, your relationships, all of the above, because everything that I'm sharing with you, that I do share with you, is not always in one direction. Is if you can apply it to your entire life and every aspect in your life. So let's go ahead and get started, folks. Are we ready? Here we go. If it's going to be, it's up to me to fulfill my dreams and possibilities with dedication and motivation to inspire thousands from all nations. When times are tough and breaks you down, just smile with toughness and rebuild from the ground. During tough times, adversity is a lot. Just remember, time flies, but you are the pilot. Yes, good evening, folks. I'm glad you guys came through. Listen, I've got a quick announcement to make on the 14th of this month. Hey, Cecile, thank you for coming through. Good to see you. On the 14th of this month, folks, there is the St. Petersburg Business League meeting. Those of you who are not familiar with the St. Petersburg Business League, that is actually the Black Chamber of Commerce over here in St. Pete, Florida. If you're anywhere in the Tampa Bay area, I highly recommend that you attend that meeting. It is from 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Well, I'm saying Eastern Standard Time, but it's only for you Tampa folks, so you know it's Eastern, right? So it's 5:30 p.m. till 8 o'clock p.m. Actually, we ask you to come. It actually starts at 6, but we tell you to come at 5:30, so that gives you a good 30 minutes to network and meet other people who will be attending the event. Okay, it is at 5:30 at PTech. That's Pinellas Technical College. I don't know the complete address, but inbox me if you want the details and I can shoot it to you. But it's at Pinellas Technical College. It's on 11th Street in St. Pete, okay, 11th Street. So please come out on the 14th, 5:30 to the St. Petersburg Business League meeting. I'm on the advisory board, and I also facilitate the meeting. So you will be hearing my mouth most of the time throughout the meeting is anyway. So I highly recommend you guys to come. I look forward to you guys coming out. Also, I want to let you guys know that the following week, which is the 23rd of August of this month, the St. Petersburg Business League will be hosting our first mixer. Okay, now pay attention to this. This mixer is located at the Island Grill. All right, the Island Grill located in Terra Verde, Florida. Okay, make sure you guys put that in. The Island Grill located in Terra Verde, Florida. Now, if you are not familiar with Terra Verde or heard of the Island Grill before, there is Facebook event pages for both of those events located right at the click of my finger. It can send it right on over to you. Now, you probably have already received an invitation to both of those events. So pay attention to them. Click that you're joining, that you're going to go. And we look forward to seeing you on the 18th for the St. Petersburg Business League meeting and the 23rd for the St. Pete Business League first mixer. We're talking about heavy hitters, folks, people who are actually doing great things in business. So I highly recommend that you come out, network, meet these people, learn from these people, because it's going to be a great atmosphere. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great event. We're actually going to have tables set up for 20. Okay. But if we have more than 20 to show up, don't worry. We can still have a ball. The bar is still is always open. So feel free to get you a drink. Feel free to sit anywhere you like, but we have a table designated for the St. Petersburg Business League. Actually, 2 tables. We have 2 tables of 10. So if it's more than 20 people coming out, don't worry about it, folks. It's still enough for everybody. All right. Now, also on the 28th, no, sorry, that's the 18th. The 18th, which is next Saturday, I will be speaking over in Tampa. It's called, the theme of this event is called Mind Your Mind. All right. I'm going to be speaking over there. My topic is going to be having a successful mindset. So be sure to inbox me for those details or contact Trinette Ingram, who is hosting the event. Trinette Ingram, who is hosting the event over in Tampa next Saturday, the 18th. So those are the announcements I wanted to let you guys know about. Now let's talk about something real fast. I want to talk about one of the 7 natural laws of the universe. One of the 7 natural laws of the universe. Folks, a lot of people don't know about these laws. They have been exposed. Actually, we are exposed to these laws every day of our lives. Okay. But many people don't know these laws. They don't know how to utilize these laws so that these laws can work in our favor, to work for our benefit. Okay. Now, we were born with power from birth. Our Creator has given us power from birth, folks. Now, the problem with most people is they utilize those powers, but they don't know that they utilize them. So when things are going wrong in their lives, they say it because of someone else, because of the president, or because of the mayor. It's because of the government. It's because of the whoever race they want to blame it on. But you have power. You were born with power to do anything you want to do in your life within human reason. All right. So one of the 7 natural laws of the universe, there are 7 natural laws of the universe, folks. Now, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you a natural law that is not included in these 7 natural laws. That is the law of gravity. See, that's an obvious law. That's why that's not included in the 7 natural laws of the universe. The law of gravity states that it doesn't matter if you're a good person or a bad person. If you walk off the cliff of a building, you're gonna hit the ground. No matter how good of a person you are. Gravity applies to every single thing that breathe and move. Unless you have wings and you can fly like a bird, right? So that's a natural law. The natural law is a law of gravity. You cannot negotiate with gravity. Just like you cannot negotiate with the 7 natural laws of the universe. Now, what is the law that I'm going to talk on today? Let me give you those 7 laws first. There's the law of vibration, the law of gestation, the law of transmutation, the law of rhythm, the law of cause and effect, right? 2 more, the law of relativity, right? Then there's 1 more, the law of, see, my mind is so going right now, man. It's the last law is the law of polarity. I don't think I said polarity. But what I'm going to talk to you guys today about is the natural law of the universe. One of the natural laws of the universe called the law of transmutation. Trans meaning to go from one place to another. Transfer. Transactions, right? Trans-am. The word trans means to move from one place to another. So you're moving from one place to another, right? An object is moving from one place to another. Now, these natural laws have comes under metaphysics, studies of metaphysics. Metaphysics is the study of, I would say, abstract objects. Abstract objects. like mathematics, is an abstract object. Your thoughts is an abstract object. So I'm going to talk about that. It's called the natural law of transmutation. You guys ready? What does the law of transmutation states? It states that everything moves in and out of physical form. Everything moves in and out of physical form. So what does that simply mean? What does that statement say? What does that mean, folks? The law of transmutation states that everything moves in and out of physical form. What does that mean? It means that everything that is physical comes from a non-physical place. Your thoughts are things. What we think about, we bring about, right? The clothes that you're wearing, the car that you drive, the house or apartment you're living in came from a non-physical place. It came from the spiritual realm. That's the non-physical. How does that happen? Someone's imagination. Someone imagined that these things were going to happen. Someone imagined that you will be wearing, not you particularly, but you will be wearing the clothes you're wearing. They created it here, and it made it manifest in the physical realm. That's why it's important that people understand that when you're talking about the law of transmutation, and people always mention the law of attraction, meaning if you think about it or speak it into existence, you got to do more than thinking and speaking it into existence. You got to do more than that, because speaking it and thinking it, that's non-physical. In order for you to make that manifest in the physical, you got to apply the work. You got to do the physical work, and the universe will allow these things to manifest because your energy will attract like energy. Your vibration will attract like energy. So the universe operates on energy and frequencies. Energy and frequency. It doesn't care about your religion. It doesn't care about your political views. It doesn't care about your race. It doesn't care about any of that. The universe operates on energy and frequency. Frequency meaning which frequency you're traveling on. If I want to say I'm going to be a multi-millionaire, that is a frequency. I have to grow within that frequency. Okay? The fact that I said I want to be a multi-millionaire, that's a non-physical aspect. That's an abstract object because it comes from my thoughts. In order for that to manifest as a physical, I must do the work of what I say in my mind that I want to accomplish. So if I don't do the work with what my mind is saying I wanted to accomplish, then they're not traveling on the same frequency. My actions is on one frequency. My thoughts is carrying me down another frequency. That's confusion. That's why you got to have action and vision working simultaneously, working together. You can't have one or the other. Why? Because with vision and no action, you have an illusion. And action with no vision, you have confusion, chaos. The law of transmutation, meaning that everything moves in and out of physical form. That's the clothes you wear, the car you drive, the house you live in, and you. You and I come from a non-physical place. Everything that is physical, folks, everything that is physical comes from a non-physical place. These natural laws of the universe is irrefutable. You can't negotiate with these natural laws. I don't care about your education. I don't care about how many PhDs you have. You cannot negotiate or dispute natural law. You just cannot. So everything, I was just speaking to someone earlier today who was saying something about we have enough people to stop Donald Trump from being the president. Man, let me tell you something. They said bad things happen when good people do nothing. You see, that's because they don't understand natural laws. The law of transmutation states that everything moves in and out of physical form. So guess what? Everything that is going to be happening that is bad is going to happen anyway, regardless of what good people do. Why is that? That's another law called the law of polarity. It states that everything moves, that everything has an opposite: up, down, left, right, east, west, north, south, negative, positive, black, white. What is the law of polarity's job? To create balance throughout the universe, folks. How does that work? Don't you have a light on in your house? Guess what? That light would not operate without negative and positive working simultaneously, working together. Your car would not start without negative and positive working together. You would not have Tesla cars if negative and positive were not working together. See, a lot of people want all positives in their life, but they figuring and they wonder why everything is not always going the way they want it. Why? Is because negative would never go away. But I'm not going to talk too deep on that because that's the law of polarity. We'll get to that on another Monday night motivational power talk. But for right now, I'm talking about the law of transmutation, which states that everything moves in and out of physical form. Ladies, you have a thing about being emotional. Guess what? Emotions come from the ego. Emotions come from the ego. People might say, well, we're naturally like that. But you also given a natural gift of containing and controlling yourself so that you can stay balanced. The universe doesn't care about what your gender is. Again, the universe operates on energy and frequency. What is your energy like? What are you putting your energy in? See, this person wanted to put a lot of energy into keeping Donald Trump from being the president, and then he became a president anyway. All that energy they put into trying to negate Donald Trump could have been used for their own development. See? Robert Kiyosaki wrote a book called Think and Grow Rich, and he said one thing wealthy people do, so successful people do, is to learn to mind their own business. There are 3 dogmas that is tearing this world apart, folks. 3 dogmas. Hey, Jocelyn Price, how are you, cousin buzzing? 3 dogmas that's tearing this place apart. Look up dogma if you don't know what dogma is, folks. But I'm getting ready to step on some toes for a second here. But the only way I can get across my message completely to you is that I might step on a few toes. I gotta give you reality of universal reality. 3 dogmas. Racism, politics, and religion. Sorry. Those are 3 dogmas. What are these 3 dogmas doing to this world, folks? What do all these 3 dogmas, religion, politics, and racism, what do they have in common? They divide and polarize people. How do people allow that to happen? Because they follow doctrines of other people's beliefs instead of having their own belief, instead of having their own experience, recreating themselves, finding who they really are, understanding these natural laws of the universe. Because when you understand and study these natural laws of the universe, the average person, anybody, will start to question what they've been brought up, what they've been raised to believe. I'm not knocking anyone's religion. Stay there if you choose to. But when you find out who you are, I guarantee you will start to question what you've been raised up to believe. Now, here's what you got to understand, people. Every thought that you have, if you have a thought of a goal Every goal you create, folks, obstacles are also created. And let me tell you something else. Those obstacles are also abstract objects. Woo! Folks, come on. Metaphysics is the study of abstract objects. That's our thought patterns. That's our thought. That's our paradigm. So when you create something, that's a thing. That's an abstract object. So when you create a goal, that goal is an abstract object. You have to manifest that goal in the physical by doing physical work. Now, when you create a goal, folks, what is also created in the process are the obstacles that you're going to have to face in order to become the person you need to become to reach that goal. Because if you can reach the goal right now that you created in your mind, then that's not a goal. That's a task. So everything that is physical comes from a non-physical place. That includes you and I. We come from nothing, but we are everything. We are proof that the universe is conscious of itself because we are life, which means we are the universe. If you break down our bodies all the way down to atoms, and then break the atoms down to particles, see? The particles we have in our body matches the same particles throughout the entire universe. Check it out. It's science. Don Callahan, good evening. It's science, folks. Science has been studying this for decades and always come up with the same answers. If you break our bodies down to atoms and then break the atoms down to the particles, if you put those particles from us, from our atoms, if you put those particles in a container and you spin that container at the speed of supernova, those particles would disappear. Where did they go? They went to a non-physical place. They went right back into the spiritual realm. Again, that's the law of transmutation. Everything moves in and out of physical form. That includes you and me. When it's our time, we move out of the physical form. See? We move out of this and we go back to the spiritual realm. That's the law of transmutation, ladies and gentlemen. Everything has spirit. Plants, trees, animals. Everything has a non-physicality aspect in that physical thing. It all comes from a non-physical place, folks. When you learn to understand that, you will start to practice and manifesting things in your mind that's going to be worth your while, that's going to be worth living for. This is what I'm going to teach people next Saturday on the 18th. They don't have to live life in depression, in stress, because they are creating what they claim they don't want in their life. Bob Proctor said, if you're thinking about getting out of debt, you're always going to be in debt because you're still thinking debt. Now, debt, folks, is an abstract object. Did you know that? Everything that is physical comes from a non-physical place, just like money. When you put your money in a bank, that money is now in the non-physical. It's not with you. It's in the bank. It's virtual. It's numbers. Numbers are abstract objects. Mathematics is abstract objects. When you get a loan, They don't give you cash. They either give you a check, a piece of paper, or they move money straight to your account. Unless you go to the ATM and get liquid. But your car you drive, the clothes you're wearing, even yourself and myself, we come from non-physical. So how do you manifest things in your life? How do you manifest in the things that's going on in your life right now? Did you know that you're 100% responsible for what goes on in your life? Don't try to break it down to one incident. You are 100% responsible for what goes on in your life. What happened there? Remember what I told you. Every goal you create, everything that you say that you want in your life, the universe take those as commands, and those are now goals. So the universe is going to apply obstacles to help you grow into the person you need to grow into in order for you to reach that goal. Now, what happens when you think of these things and you don't act on them? Those obstacles are going to come to you anyway. That's the law of transmutation, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to come anyway. And if you're not acting on those goals that you put in your mind, even if you didn't intend for them to be goals, guess what? They are goals. And those obstacles are going to say, here we are you ready for your training? See, obstacles are the universe's way of training you, folks. Build you up. It's called resistance. Nobody can grow without resistance. Without resistance, folks, there is no growth. No. Whether it's physical resistance or non-physical resistance, there's no growth without it. You can't go to the gym and lift just the bar and expect that you're going to be cock strong. You got to put some weights on it. You need some resistance. You guys understand what I'm saying? That's the law of transmutation, folks. It states that everything moves in and out of physical form. That's my time, folks. We went 2 minutes over. I hope you guys understood what I went through. I hope this is helpful information to you. If this is helpful information, just put that in the comments. Say thank you. This was helpful. Look up these laws, folks. There are 7 natural laws of the universe. 7. Law of vibration, laws cause and effect, law of rhythm, law of transmutation, law of polarity, right? 2 more. Law of relativity, right? So look up those 7 natural laws. Just Google it if you want to. The 7 natural laws of the universe. Now, some depending on where you look at it or who was explaining it, they might say the law of correspondence, right? That's a natural law as well. Some may say law of correspondence. Some may say the law of something else, but there's 7 natural laws of the universe. And the law of transmutation is what we've been over tonight. Hope this is very helpful to you folks. I gotta get ready to walk my dog. She's behind me making noise. You guys see her? She's a little camera shy, but I gotta walk the doggy, folks. So I'm glad you guys came through. Thank you, guys. I see Brittany Monet came through. Marvelous artist, performing up and down the beach areas down here in St. Pete and in the Tampa Bay area. So yes, Cecilia, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. So folks, I look to talk to you guys next Monday on our Monday Motivational Power Talk, Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please tell Lottie, Dottie, and everybody. Yes, catch the replay, Ms. Lowry. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. And before we go, I want you to share the video, folks. Those of you who came in a little late, please watch it again and share it. If it doesn't help you, I'm sure you know someone else that it will help, okay? So with that being said, I want you to do me one bigger favor, and that is to sing like no one can hear you. Dance like no one can see you. Love like you've never been hurt. And live like it's heaven on earth. I'm Jay Lee. I love you, and the world needs you. So stop that damn texting and driving. Peace and blessings, folks. Have a great day.